So here we are with episode 2 of Villainess Level 99. I may be the hidden boss, but I'm not the demon lord. Last episode was very, I would say, fan servicey for the type of people who enjoy these types of visual novel-like games, the whole villainous isekai genre in general. I thought they did really good catering to the people who like that before passing the baton on over to our actual main character, whose name I currently can't remember, but, you know, by the time we get to the reaction, I will remember. I presume the real story comes after this, so we'll just have to see what this episode has in store for us. If you guys like the video, like the video. If you dislike it, dislike it. I do have my full length up on Patreon and early access in the YouTube memberships. Other than that, let us get started. Who's just standing over there? Let us bring the backup magic tool. Still level 99. Seems like all of your orbs are broken. You tampered it with it somehow. Only when you kill monsters. Fucking fight me then, bro! Once classes begin. Look, Principal, if you wanna fucking put this down, then just fucking put her to fight with, like, the strongest person. Oh, Patrick Ashbatten! Because you did it. Patrick Ashbatten? Is that what his name is? Very, I was gonna say very Mob 100. Is that what it's called? From the 0 to 100. I love that overlay. Wait, you saying the principal is a part of the villain? God, look at this fucking bag of M&Ms that's out here right now. Sorry, Skittles, not M&Ms. Well, I think Skittles is still colorful, right? Not M&Ms, I mean. Oh, there's one of the prints. Yeah, I've got a bone to pick with you. I'm supposed to be the highest level. What's his name? William, I think? Yeah. And then that's Edwin. Central Wannabe? That's it. I like Jord better than you, and I don't even like Jord as much. Ooh. Okay, you want him to challenge her? Because you've got black hair. Yes. So what? You would challenge her? Okay. Yeah, you could have chosen a better level, huh? Yeah. Yeah, they're all here just to bully you. I thought Yumiella is supposed to be the villainess. Of course, they're all fucking friends as well. Yeah, so I'm just gonna leave. See you later. Sure, I'll blow up the whole school. Trying to deflect. Oh, she's just... Yeah, why don't you guys go and fucking help her instead of bullying me? Yeah, the shit! Not fucking Oswald walking with his hands on his hips. As if they're trying to make me hate him. The little fuckers. Yeah, it hasn't spread yet. What kind of overseer are you? Central Wannabe. No, you have to fucking tell. What if somebody... I never said someone call me that. Wow, so that means that other people have central nobles and regional. So you want to be central. Useless nobles. Yes. To be that blunt. It's just like, yeah, a decor that people keep fucking talking about. And about how you're level 99. It's like a win-win, it's like a lose-lose situation. Either you don't show it and people fucking think that you're lying, or you do show it and they're like, wow, what a fucking monster. I know, right? What's going on here? Must be because of you. Yeah. Whoops. Of course. I think it's the principal, right? Who's just like, damn, why are you fucking glaring at her, Alicia? Yeah, what's going on? Oh, there's Patrick just looking at her. She may not have skills, but she certainly has strength. Why the fuck is that sword sounds like that? How should I hold back against him? Rides on my subtlety. No stance, yeah, because she's never used a fucking sword before. Or, actually, that's a much more open stance that says you're gonna get fucked, actually. Now, like, I thought she was... Damn, man's really out here. I'm gonna break your bones. Fucking tripped him. So, basically, he just tripped over himself, and, you know, Yumiella's lucky. I'm pretending to be a beginner. Well, you're the one who says that she's fucking lying about her level. I'll pursue the teacher's response. Just fucking carrying him by his fucking collar. No matches. Yeah, but that also shows the power that you can... Uh-oh. She's gonna slice air with this. So she's just swinging. Terrorizing people. Oh, is he showing off his multi-class? Yeah, get out of here, Oswald. Get the get. I hate this guy. This guy sucks. Ooh, why I oughta. News doesn't spread this fast, unfortunately. Are you the fucking teacher? What? Like, she wasn't asking you, asshole! Oh my god, she's just evaporated it right into There's molecules and everything, dude. It's rather grotesque. Yeah, I can definitely see that shit. It just happens to be used by evil people, that's all. Because the world is big! Oh, there's Edwin. And the principal? The fuck? What? What the fuck, Edwin? What? What? No wonder you're the second prince. Okay, you're the guy who said that the school will find out. Alright. That even palace mages? Yeah, you're literally gonna be turning her against your fucking villain. Okay, then fucking give her something that a level 99 can convince. Go kill the demon lord. She's gonna fucking destroy the entire place if she fucking... Well, what? R.I.P. the sky. You're about to regret it, my guy. Who'll be... That's why I'm asking you. Yeah, the birds are gonna get fucked. Yeah, so like, let's dial it back at maybe 50%, you know? Her whole ass spell can literally covers the sky. What is she sucking in anyways? I mean, she's literally sucking in light now, thinking about it. She just made a black hole on top of the city. Unconditionally erases. Yeah! Damn, dude, she's really giving this town the big suck. This is her holding back, too. It's nothing like showcasing to everybody that you can just create something in the manner of a nuke in seconds. Anyways, you want to expel her, right? Make her your enemy? Okay, well, I'm going to go right back to the center and we will be, well, I mean, no, I'm just gonna get back to the center. We'll talk about it. Alright, so that was episode 2 of Villainess Level 99. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments down below. You know that I always like talking to you guys. For me, I thought that this was, it's a pretty nice, pretty good episode. I really enjoy it. Goes to do the whole showcasing of like, oh, she's really OP out here, but like everybody don't really expect her to be OP because, well, you know, she's got black hair, so, you know, we can't trust people with black hair in our fucking bag of Skittles, alright? We cannot have that. This is mixing in, right? No M&Ms within our Skittles. And so, because of that, Yumiella is ostracized and is out here getting bullied by like the 3 top members, you know? It's like, what is this? Boys over flower shit, you know? Where the top dudes in school are just bullying the one poor kid because she fucking talked to them. Well, sorry, she talked back to them, you know? God, anybody remember Boys Over Flowers? That was a fucking... that was fucking peak Wattpad right there, dude. This boy is bullying me, but goddamn is he hot. Okay, I'm getting off topic right now, but before I get into like the episode, I will say with this whole black hole thing and with Yumiella telling Edwin that, hey, I need somebody to take responsibility for this because like I don't wanna. So that's why I'm asking you specifically if you allow me to use magic. And so she creates a black hole and it's just sucking everything up. And I thought that was so funny that like if somebody accidentally loses their grip and they get like sucked into the current. Yeah, sorry Edwin, that's your fault. You said, you did say you were gonna take responsibility, didn't you? Anyways, we're gonna head right back to the beginning. So the beginning continues with where episode 1 left off, with the level 99. The teachers are just out here like, we don't think that this is correct. There might be something wrong with the orb, so we're gonna bring out our backup tool. The backup tool comes out. It's still level 99, and of course nobody believes her because, well, she has black hair and she's from a family that, according to Edwin, are central wannabes. So because of that, her family, the Darkness family, don't really have a good reputation. Plus, again, with like the hair color, and people don't really, the people aren't really into the whole dark hair stuff, because everybody is, I was gonna say everybody is queer out here, you know, they've got, but technically, in this series, it's Yumiella who is queer. So, the non-believers accuses Yumiella of cheating because that's the only possible solution, right? If our magic tools aren't broken, then that means that you've tempered it with it somehow, to which I will say, maybe. Okay. I will say, you know, in terms of, like, hacking, you know, tampering and all that, if you're saying that your magical ball is fine, that she must have tempered? Hold on, this is the guy with the sword, right? He says there's no problem with the magic tool itself. You tampered with it somehow, didn't you? If it's tampered, then there's something wrong with it. Am I to say that, like, that's not the issue? Like, you can't just be like, you tampered with it, there's nothing wrong with our product. Like, no! If I think about the orb as, like, a physical product, I suppose I get what they mean by it. And for some reason, the only example that I have right now is our condoms. I've been standing here trying to figure out of a different example, but all I have is, condoms, you know? You tamper with it by just poking a hole in it. And now it's tampered, and you know, that's how it is. And I'm like, okay, I kind of get that. But initially, when I thought about this whole, you know, you tamper with somehow our product is perfect, I was thinking of it more of like a hacker, you know, like a white hat hacker or something. It's like if they're able to break through your shields, if they're able to hack through your shields and all that, there's something wrong with your security. And so that's what I'm thinking of. That's what I initially think about. But when I think about it more of like a physical product and not like a digital product, I get it, you know, I totally get it. I mean, maybe they're, you know what, even if it's like a digital product, maybe they're accusing her of photoshopping the level. You did some quick Photoshop here, didn't you? We did learn that the only way to level up is by killing monsters, to which, did Edwin say that William was out training and that's why he got to level 10? But like, if he's training, then he probably fought monsters, right? Anyways, but I'm gonna go with what this man says, right? You only level up when you kill monsters, to which that's what Yumiella's been doing, and it makes sense why Alicia is only level 1, because she's never actually encountered any monsters, and that's why probably most NPCs are level 1, because they don't really venture out and kill monsters to level up. That makes a whole lot of sense, and also kind of, you can probably notice with, like, this is a big assumptions, right? This is like a big gap between the commoners and the nobles, because the nobles would be able to have much more time to grind on monsters. That's not what I wanted to say, but, you know, for them to be able to kill monsters and, you know, not really have to think too much about it, while commoners are much more focused on, you know, living. And if they have to kill monsters, then maybe they will do that. Maybe, like, there are guilds and mercenary guilds and all that, and they can do that, and they can level up like that for commoners. But I feel that mainly for commoners, they're just much more busy trying to survive than they are just like, oh, maybe I should level up, you know, somewhere around there. You might have some commoners who are like that, again, with, like, if there's, like, mercenary guilds and all that. I can't remember if I put this for Yumiella, is that Yumiella, being a part of the Darkness family, even though they're a regional nobles and not central nobles, they're still well off. And Yumiella is able to have that time where, you know, she doesn't have to worry about food. She doesn't have to worry about shelter because she has all of that done. And so she can just sneak off and fight monsters whenever she wants. Right? And it also comes from the fact that she was young during that time too, but she has the mind of a college kid. So she is able to understand what her goals are. And also, you know, she knows the game and such. But she has that idea in mind, so Shuriel has all that advantage. But even if she didn't have, but those advantages wouldn't be as great to bring her to level 99 if she isn't a part of the Doknus family and she's able to just go in and out of her castle sneaking. But, you know, she's able to just do that whenever, and she just has a dungeon, like, right next to her or whatever, and close enough to where she can continuously come back to it and train for the next how many years. I've completely forgotten, like 5-6 years or something. Moving away from being privileged to grind and all that, we continue on with what the principal says, right? We'll see whether she's telling the truth or not once classes begin, but I guess, Edwin was just like, nah, dog, we're not even gonna do that. I'm gonna go talk to you right now, principal, on getting you expelled for lying on your resume. Ooh, Ayayana. It's, you know what? I don't even know if they have a rule on, like, false expositionary or whatever. If somebody is being accused of cheating, you know, don't you think that as a school, one of the first things that you want to do is to test if they're cheating or not? You know, I feel like that's kind of like the basic thing, where if somebody's caught cheating in a test, you take that kid out by himself with a teacher, you know, sitting there as well to be a sentry, and just have that kid take that test right there and then, you know, not like a little peer pressure is gonna fucking, you know, throw them off their game or whatever, if they did cheat. But, you know, I would assume that that's kind of like what people would do, teachers, I mean, would do in school. But no, this is just straight expulsionary. And also, Edwin, the second prince, did also push for this as well. You know, he's like a royal or whatever. And also, according to the opening, I think this guy is a bad guy, so my mind has already been set, I think. As the situation comes to an end, we've got Yumiella, who's thinking about how, oh, this should have been Alicia's spotlight, because she's supposed to be the only commoner in the school, and she knows light magic, right? That's supposed to be the big spot where everybody gets to meet her. But unfortunately for Alicia, Yumiella has come in and just taken the spotlight. Now everybody is thinking about Yumiella, including Alicia, who is just out here just staring at Yumiella, and we kind of see her later on where she's like glaring at Yumiella. Because Yumiella is also like, oh, she's giving me that look again, I wonder why. Maybe it's just the light within her, you know, that's like, oh, it's the enemy. She doesn't know why she's feeling that way. Who knows? I mean, we kind of see that in the opening, too, with the way that Alicia is just, like, keeping an eye on Yumiella. Maybe Alicia assumes that Yumiella is a demon lord. Who knows? And we'll have to see how she assumes now that Yumiella is out here just, I'm gonna open a black hole. Did you know I can open a black hole at any time? Do you want to get sucked in by a black hole and absolutely leave no evidence behind? Like, nobody will even know that you're gone. Well, I mean, they'll know that you're gone, but nobody will even find any evidence of you. Anyways, heading out of this banger of an opening, it really is. I really enjoy the opening. I also really enjoy the overall aesthetic of said opening. But we also see one of the girls who's going to follow Yumiella eventually. I don't think we've gotten her name yet. We did get that other kid's name. Hold on. This guy right here, his name is Patrick, and I was making a mention during my Patreon intro, to which, you know, check out my Patreon if you haven't. I ramble a lot on there. But one of the things that I know about Patrick is that I presume, just from the way that the opening is showcasing, that he is a potential love interest for a Yumiella, or at least he likes Yumiella, and Yumiella tolerates him, whichever one, you know, just judging from this expression. But the one thing that it reminded me of was Beware the Villainess, which is a Korean webtoon about well, a girl who got reincarnated as a villainess, and the whole thing, basically, the whole thing is that the story of the game, or of the novel, I think it might have been a novel or something, within Beware the Villainess, the main character finds that she doesn't like any of the male characters because they are all extremely toxic, because that's the big point of the game, is that all the dudes are extremely toxic. Game or novel, I can't remember again. Anyways, yeah, and so her goal is to keep those boys away from the main character, the main heroine, whose name is Yuri, and thus is the title, Beware the Villainess, because she's gonna come and ruin your flag, essentially. And in that game, in that anime, in that webtoon, and in the webtoon, the main character's love interest is also a guy who is, maybe a little soft-spoken, maybe a little timid. We'll have to see who Patrick is, but I'm kind of seeing, he's kind of like the B story dude, I would say, in another way. Like, he's a beta male. That's what they would say. A beta male. And like those Chads, Oswald, William, and Edwin. And thinking as the episode continued, I started to think about how much of a bad idea it was for me to bring up Beware the Villainess. Because I could not think about Beware the Villainess throughout this episode, alright? And consider how Oswald, William, and Edwin are acting. They feel very much like the male protagonists in Beware the Villainess. And it really just fucking riles me up. That's one thing that this episode did really well. It's just really fucking knows how to rile me up, and then having that feeling of it's always a nice feeling, and I really enjoy how when it's portrayed well, right? The idea of the OP character, nobody believes that they're OP, and so they end up demonstrating that they are OP, and the other people just end up running away, still not believing it. And they did a really good job this episode, and they did a really good job in this episode, or maybe it's just because I don't like any of those boys. I fucking hate them. I mean, I mentioned at that point where I was just like, you know what, I'd rather take Jord over Edwin, alright? And I don't even like Jord that much, alright? I mean, I do like him, but I don't like him that much. But hey, I'd still take Jord, or Giordo, or whatever name he's going by nowadays. Alright, I'd rather take that boy over Edwin. Edwin's a little bitch, I hate him. Yumiella decides to leave because she's just over here like, nobody here wants to talk to me, so I'm just gonna go home, right? Even though her job is supposed to be rizzing up the boys and try to get them to be marriage candidates, to which, we learn later on, the dad for Yumiella wants her to get together with Edwin. But Edwin's, Edwin's a little bitch. But Yumiella goes to leave. William sees her, runs after her, is just like, hey, you. Wait, okay, this subtitle is not correct. I just realized. It just says, your name is Yumiella Dokness, right? Who wrote this? Anyways, William is upset that Yumiella took his glory spot, I would presume, right? Because he was, the only guy who was level 10 out there, and here is Edwin, who's just kind of like, I totally understand, William, I get how you feel, but, we shouldn't be making a fuzz about this. And then he goes to make a fuzz about it, fuck off, Edwin. Okay, so she introduces herself, the Dokness family, and then this motherfucker calls her a central wannabe. So Edwin points at William, right? Says, I know that Will has worked harder than anyone else at sword training since he was a child. That's how he reached level 10 before he entered the school. And what you did trampled all over his hard-earned achievement. Ah. Okay, so why does everyone just assume that I cheated? Okay, this motherfucker points on over to William, and he's just like, hey, so, my friend worked hard, and, that's why he's level 10 before anybody else, and you just went and you trampled all over him. You trampled all over his achievements, so, Can you just leave the school? And as Yumiella thought, why does everyone assume that I'm cheating? Oh, first of all, going back to the whole, you've got dark hair, you're alone, nobody's there to rep for you, so, and you're also a part of the Dogness family, which is, according to Edwin, our central wannabes. So, like, you've got a lot of stuff going against you. But it still pisses me off that Edwin did this, because he obviously doesn't stop to think about, what if Yumiella has also been training this whole time, you know? What if she's, level 99 is very extreme, but, why can't you just give her a little bit of a benefit of the doubt until she fucking embarrasses herself at school when you find out that she's not actually level 99? That's all I'm saying, Edwin. And the other thing I'm saying is no wonder you're the fucking second prince, and it's not because you were born second. I'm just saying. Blessed be Yumiella for keeping her cool and calm composure. I mean, she is the alpha Chad out of everyone here. So, she's just talking to small fries right now. It's just like, you guys will find out when class begins, I love that William's just over like, yeah, you better be glad I don't have my gloves on right now. Like, you're fucking lucky if I had my gloves, we'd be challenging right now, he would have taken his glove off or taken his glove from his pocket or whatever, just fucking toss it right at her face. Now that I think about it, depending on the type of duel, right? Wouldn't that mean, like, a duel to the death? If we're talking old terms and all that, in terms of, like, I toss you the white glove, typically it'd be a duel to the death, or at the very least, it's a duel where death would probably occur because there's really no safety handles, for the most part. But usually, I would, but like, in terms of those old times, right? I mean, with the white glove, it's just two dudes, or one of the dudes, throwing a glove at each other, and then they do that, like, how many steps, and then they shoot at each other, and then one of them dies. Anyways, we've got Oswald coming into this group just to be like, oh, level 99? Like, if you're gonna fucking lie, at least make the lie a little bit better, am I right, guy? This whole entire trio group, I fucking hate every single one of them. But we do get to hear the short, low introduction, right? Edwin is a magic swordsman, so he can use both blades and spell. This, William's a musclehead with a strong sense of justice. Yeah, fucking justice, my ass. And a short temper. Sorry, by justice, I mean justice for nobles. Justice for me. And then we've got Oswald, who is a magic prodigy, and the cool-headed glasses type, but as we've seen, he is, he's definitely not that. Lo and behold, not only are they great, they are also friends with one another, and Yumiella says it best, I never had any interest in them. Yumiella was here for the game and the grinds only. The dudes continue to try to poke the bear, but Yumiella is not having it, so she deflects, right? Tells her, hey, how about you go and befriend the one light user who seems to be struggling and have no friends and all that, so, like, go hang out with her. And so they decide that they're gonna hang out, and as we learn in the next scene, I presume. No, this is not the next scene. The next scene is with Yumiella and Rita, and as they go and talk about, like, how Yumiella's goal, or her father's goal, is to get Yumiella to marry to someone, and, one of the possible thing is for Edwin, but also this kind of goes into the whole thing of, like, oh, you're supposed to be my overseer, and yet you still didn't know that my level is 99? What kind of overseer are you? But I was also thinking, like, maybe the rumors hasn't really spread around school yet, maybe the principal is trying to stifle it at the current moment and to not keep, because, like, if that news comes out of the school and, like, governments or any spies or anything, like, finds out that you are level 99, whether you're cheating or not, like, people are still going to be interested in you. And also could be, like, a bad reputation for the school if they find out that it's a cheater, and then it's just like, okay, so you're kind of goes back to like the whole magical ore product thing, right? Yeah, she might have tampered with it, but like it's still your fucking fault for not finding anything wrong with it. That's all I'm saying, alright? When I worked in a company and like I find these people who are like exploiting a part of the system in the company that I'm working with, I'm not gonna be like, ooh, this person's an asshole. Well, just between you and me, you know, when I see somebody doing the little exploits in a system and I find out about it, you know, the first thing is, this person has been exploiting the system for how many days, how many months, how many years now? And like they've been getting this product for free because of this exploit? Fucking good for them. But I have to do my job and I have to fucking report it to the devs, and you know, so then the devs can close up this fucking gap. But I'm not gonna be like, oh, this person, I fucking hate this person. They're a little bitch ass, you know? It's really more of a, oh, she found a problem within the system and I'm gonna go and fix it, but you know, it's, whatever she does, whatever. But I suppose I'm also speaking out as just like a worker, you know, not the CEO of the company or whatever. Who knows? You know, maybe if I'm a CEO or something, maybe if I find out, actually no, I have found out that other people have gotten my stuff for free before on Patreon with like full length and everything, and I typically don't have a problem with that, because like piracy will always continue to go around the world, alright? It's never going to stop. Alright, the only way that it will ever stop is that we don't have poverty, people are able to afford for things that they're able to do, and the UI, the process of buying things and actually being able to play the games and all that, right? It actually has to be good and user-friendly, right? Customer-friendly. And if that's and like, we're really never going to get past that with, you know, our current capitalist system and all that. We're never really going to get past that. So I believe that piracy will continue on for a very, very long time. And alright, so I don't know what I was rambling about, but I'm going to be moving on to central wannabes, which is a term that's Edwin just fucking muttered under his breath. You know, he should have just said it out loud instead of muttering it in front of her, but whatever. Yumiella asked Rita about it, and Rita's just like, oh, so somebody told you about it? Don't pay attention to it. To which Yumiella's just like, oh, so I never said people said it to me directly, so she knows that it's being pointed at her, but maybe not her specifically, but her family, as she realizes, right? And then she gets a little explanation of what are central wannabes, and that there are two different nobles, regional nobles and central nobles. The central, I presume, is being where the king is, right? And the regionals are all much more away from the centrals. And so what Yumiella says in a very blunt way is that they are useless nobles who just go to the central and just basically do a nothing, right? They try to please the people at the central or make it look like they're central nobles, but they're not really doing anything, and they're not really putting in work for their own region. They're just kind of leaving it to the local lords instead. That's what she says, and Rita is so taken aback by it. She's just like, you know, like she can't particularly agree with it out loud, but maybe that's what she's thinking. And also the fact that Yumiella is literally just calling her dad out at this point. Very fun. The next day, Yumiella continues to get ostracized by her classmates, right? They're just over here like, and also they're whispering as well, right? They're out here whispering, but Yumiella's hearing is leveled up, so she can hear every single word that they're whispering to, which makes it understandable why she's able to hear what Edwin muttered. But we get to see Alicia just hanging out with the three boys, you know, the three, I was gonna say the three top boys, but like, you don't really get a big reaction out of them. From the girls, I mean. But maybe it's because they're too busy looking at Yumiella instead. I don't know. The game points them out as like, maybe they're like these really top of the class boys, but like they just don't look like it to me. Actually, no, they did. No. We saw it with William and Oswald. Okay. Okay, never mind what I just said. What I wanted to look at was I think it's a glare that she has at Yumiella, right? Like, Alicia's over here, you know, doing a little shy act. I'm a comedy girl who happens to have light magic, you know? Motherfucking Edwin's out here like, if you got any trouble, you know, come straight to us, we'll help you out. Unless you have black hair, obviously, and can do dark magic, then we won't help you out. We have Yumiella, who's surprised, right, that today's the first day of classes, and yet Alicia is just close with these three, but she starts to realize that, oh, maybe it's because I told them to go hang out with her. Right, yeah, did the story change because I sent them to her? And then she stares. No, we're actually getting the Alicia and Light stuff. Yeah, a very rare user. That's why she's allowed to enter the academy. And light magic is the only weakness against dark magic. Although no one has told her about that yet. Oh yeah, about the Demon Lord thing, because she's supposed to be just... It's not particularly a frown. Yeah, it's not a frown, because like her brows are like pushed up against one another, you know? So like they're not in like a downward angle, right? It's a little bit more slightly upward. Which, I don't know, maybe it's a look of, I'm confused about who you are. Who is this woman? Who is she? But Yumiella makes that note that this is the same reaction as well. Yeah, maybe Alicia is just curious. Who knows? But we do see Patrick over here staring at Yumiella. We also see him later on when they are with either William or Oswald. I currently can't remember who. But we've got the next scene, which is the sword fighting, and the teacher's just out here immediately putting her up because he doesn't believe that she's level 99, right? He even says, our level 99 student. You. What? Of course, William is the one who decides that he's going to fight against Yumiella, while Yumiella is just over like, how do I stop myself from breaking all of his fucking bones? While William's just out here like, I don't care if you're a girl or whatever, expect a broken bone or two. You know what? William says his fists are rated E for everyone, so I have to at least put some respect on that, you know? These now if he dishes them out equally, I'm totally down with that. So as the fight begins, we see this moment where Yumiella, I would presume this is kind of like how Yumiella sees the world, and she's just looking at William, and she's just like, yeah, this boy's really slow. So I'm just gonna trip him. And of course, he's got way too much pride to say no, so of course he gets up, tries to hit again, and immediately just falls. He fell so far. I do love the it's very fun. I enjoy that part. Also says, I'll pursue the teacher's responsibility as our supervisor, because she doesn't want to take responsibility for hurting Williams the same way for like Edwin. She wants Edwin to take responsibility. And I love this part where she just fucking holds him up by his collar. And he's just like, yeah, she's like, shall I carry him to the nurse's office? I'll give him an extra beating over there. I love that the teacher told everybody to just practice swinging, and the teacher didn't return until the period ended. The class period anyways. And that means that Yumiella has just been over here practice swinging this whole time. You know, she does follow order. But she's just also over here creating so much fucking wind. That leads us on over to the next class, which is practical magic. And we are here with Alicia and Oswald. Whatever, you know? And so we get to see these fools using their little magic. And of course we've got like the basic stuff, right? The water, fire, air, and earth, and then we've got the two special attributes, light and darkness, and again, pretty basic stuff, but here we have Oswald, who is like the magical prodigy, and he's able to use all 4 magical attributes, so he's out here fucking bragging. Whether he would actually have done that if it wasn't for Yumiella, I wonder, you know, because he's supposed to be the cool guy with glasses, but as we learned, he's not exactly that guy at all. But yeah, I do wonder if this is like a bit of a change. On Oswald, who knows? We'll never know. It becomes Yumiella's turn after Oswald, because of course he gotta be the one who does all this big achievement, and then he leads it off to Yumiella, who, you know, if the last thing that the kids remember, the students remember, was Oswald's performance, and if Yumiella doesn't do it, then it's like even worse than before. You know, it's that feeling of like you're about to come up and do a presentation, and like the last person did such a great presentation, you feel that like stress, and you feel like you've gotta be better than, or at least at the same level, or at least not fuck it up as much, because that the last person that the students, the watchers, have their minds on was really good. But here we have Yumiella yet again asking if it's alright if she can break the target. She kind of asks some stuff before she does like her big fucking magic. You know, so at the very least, as teachers, you can learn that she's not going to do it without permission. She's going to do it with your permission. But I swear to Christ, here Yumiella is asking the teacher, isn't she? She's not asking Oswald, because unless that Metal Knight thing is Oswald's property, it's not his right to fucking answer back. And also, maybe it's just because I got a fucking bone to pick with Oswald. Although, at this point, I've got a bone to pick with every single one of these boys. But it really ticks me off that he just goes and he answers for the teacher. It's... Look, if I was Yumiella, I would have been like, I was not asking you, my guy. Unless his family was the one who provided this magical thing in the first place. And if that's the case, then okay, that's fine. But I'm gonna assume it's not. So I can continue to be mad at this man. I hate Oswald. So Yumiella uses Dark Flame, and she evaporates this knight. Jesus Christ. And also, she's just like, oh, when used on monsters, it's rather grotesque. The fact that she just used it on monsters. Wait, monsters are flesh, isn't it? Because it says it easily melts both stone and metal. Yeah, so then it works on flesh, too. Yo, imagine you... Yo... She just demonstrated to the entire class, like, hey, I could do this to you. It's the same with the black hole, actually. I could fucking wipe you out of existence. If I saw this, I would have just been like, yeah, I'm never, even though I've never once made fun of this woman, this girl, I'm never gonna make fun of her ever again. I'm gonna treat her like royalty, alright? I'm gonna make sure that I survive. Not even treat her like royalty. It's really more like, you know, I don't want to get on her bad side, and you know, treating somebody a little bit too much, a little too nice, can get them on their bad, can get you on their bad side. So, you know, I just want to get on her good side. I do enjoy that the teacher is over here having to point out to everyone that dark magic is not evil, everybody. Alright, we used to have it at the palace. We don't now, but we used to, and dark magic's not evil. It's just happened to be used by evil people, that's all, you know. Which, understandable, you know, dark magic is like a gun. It's not the person using the gun. Except, I don't know if you can distribute dark magic like you would be able to distribute guns, so I don't know if that would be... Anyways. Oswald, now red in the face, refuses to accept that there's somebody else better than him, because his world is very small, as we've kind of seen through these three boys' perspective. They have a very small perspective of the world. Everything revolves around them, alright? If for Oswald, I'm the strongest person here. There cannot be a person who is better than me. I cannot have this. So Oswald runs away. The teacher is very shooketh by all of this. And then fucking Edwin and the principal comes in. Edwin's just like, you're expelled now, ma'am. I've gotta talk to the manager. Edwin's a Karen. I do like how smug the principal is also, you know. The both of them actually are just walking up very smugly. Here's your expulsion notice. What did the principal say? Hold on. Your expulsion paperwork is complete. You are not fit to attend the Royal Academy. You know what? Consider that it's a Royal Academy. It's run by royals. You know, they can make up the rules, so that's okay. That's whatever. I mean, it's not okay, but in this world and in the system that they're in, whatever, right? It's not okay, it's whatever. That's what he was doing instead of attending class. Yeah, she was wondering why Edwin wasn't here. Those who lie about their own level are not fit for this academy. No, unfit for the nobility of the kingdom of Vashlin. I have not written that one yet, actually. Vouching? Is that what it is? Vouching? Again, this is the same principal who says, we'll find out whether it's true or not in school. School is not even over yet. Alright? School's not even fucking done yet, buddy. You haven't even fucking tested her for all of this shit. Like, the only test that you have for her is a fucking magical orb that she puts her hand over that she could easily tamper with. Nobody else has ever tampered with it before until now. Like, again, security issue. You will find it difficult to live in this kingdom if you are expelled. That's kind of fucked, don't you? Like, that's absolutely fucked. The fact that, like, Edwin probably knows about that too, and that's why he's specifically is trying to expel her. He hates her family, and he just hates her for this. But the fact that the principal says you will have a difficult life to live, yeah, to which I go back to, like, you're lucky that this is a royal family and it's ran by royalties, alright? As if this was anywhere else, sir. You would get sued to oblivion. Actually, no, you wouldn't, because I would assume the Royal Academy would be a very rich school that would have a lot of money to hire lawyers. But we do have one teacher who's out here repping for her, right? She's a rare and precious user of dark magic, and at least this one teacher is able to understand that. Look, she might be level 99. I saw this girl melt away metal, alright? She might just be level 99, although she did say other palace mages are able to do this, to which the principal responds back with like, whoa, if palace mages are able to do this, still doesn't mean that she's level 99. But at the very least, what the fuck is the level of the palace mages, alright? If you're telling me palace mages are at least level 20 or 50 or something, that is still pretty fucking high. Yeah, level 99 is high, but like, she still got credit in the fact that she is still stronger than William, who is, I would presume, the strongest one so far, because judging from everybody's reaction before Yumiella came in. Like, don't you think that's still crummy? It would be like, okay, you know, you lied about being level 99, but we still see that you're at least level 50 or something, you know? So, like, we could at the like, are you like, even with that evidence, that maybe she might be level 50 at the very best, are you still willing to just toss away a fucking student who's level 50 and say that her life will be really bad in this kingdom, and, like, not think about the fact that maybe she's gonna go to another country's gonna hear about this news, which I feel like the news hasn't spread because the principal is trying to keep it within the academy, but, you know, if that news spread and she goes somewhere and they find out she's level 50, and, like, they give her nice treatment and tell her, like, hey, you know, like, all we're gonna say is that kingdom that was where you were, you know, they were treating you really bad. Maybe we should get back at them. Sorry, short-term thinking only, and not long-term thinking. Okay, I think that I was too busy talking through this part that I might have not noticed that Yumiella said the same thing, because she says, it looks like they really want to expel me, but wouldn't giving someone as powerful as a palace mage to another country create problems for the royal family? Prince Edwin? Yeah, so cause problems for Edwin, to which at that point, maybe Edwin wants the problem. Maybe he does want to create a problem. Who knows? Or, I'm gonna go back to my original point, he's just stupid. He's a fucking moron, like the other two boys. They're fucking idiots who live in a very, very small... Actually, no, that just clicks in my head. Yeah, I just said that they all live in very small worlds, so that's why when Yumiella says it, Edwin is living in a tiny world. He doesn't fucking think about the consequences, the long-term consequences anyways. This teacher's over here trying to get Yumiella to, you know, use a little stronger spell, so that will prove that she's level 99, but again, these motherfuckers are really out here thinking, I mean, okay, they don't believe that she's level 99. That's why they say, like, oh, use your full power. But, like, again, give her a benefit of the doubt. If she is level 99, alright? If Yumiella wasn't herself and knows how to, like, hold back or when she should be holding back, and if she's just like, yeah, sure, I'll fucking use a level 9, she would level the fucking kingdom of Vaushan. And then what? Well, Edwin would take Edwin would take responsibility for that, since she did get his words on it, you know. She like got him to sign a contract beforehand. But yeah, that's the whole final part, right? It's her again getting Edwin to, not again, but getting somebody else to take responsibility for the stuff that she's going to do. Yeah, she creates a dark hole. I've kind of already said, well, a black hole. I've kind of already mentioned this whole black hole stuff, but you know, I don't really think anybody in this whole fucking country can say that she's not level 99 now. Although I would presume they will probably try to make some sort of excuse, but it's probably gonna go from, oh, she's cheating, to, oh my god, maybe she is that strong. I'm really fucking scared of her. Maybe she's a demon lord. Maybe she's the demon lord. Oh shit. And the episode ends with Edwin screaming into the air before fainting. I assume that's what happened. And, you know, he deserved it. That little fucker. He deserves every single one of that. He's scared that he's gone. And I'd say he deserves even more after that. Fuck this guy. I hate it. Who's the first prince? Alright, they really gotta make the first prince even shittier for me to have some sort of crumb of like for Edwin. Alright? If not, I'm saying Jordo does it best. Or Jord, whatever his other third name is that I currently can't remember right now. Also, I saw that there is an ending, but before the ending kicks in, there's a preview. So I saw the preview and I just immediately stopped. I wasn't really thinking about the fact that there might have been an opening, but I don't think that there's any. There's no final. There's no scene after the credits. So. Probably gonna, I'll watch it afterwards. I'll watch it in the next episode, the ending, I mean. I just have to remind myself to just, you know, do this and not watch the goddamn previews. I hate it when they do this. Why can't they put the preview towards the end and also with a giant title card that says preview, you know? Whatever. The worst is when they put the preview in the fucking credits, or in the, in the ending. Really. I was gonna say something, but I decided not to. So, yeah. Overall, it's a nice episode. You know, got me a little heated, but I enjoy it. I enjoy it. I enjoy feeling this sort of this sort of heated feeling, mainly because I think that it does give out a nice reward, right? To be able to deliver, like, oh, these people making fun of you all this time, well, let me fucking show you, right? It's very much a very typical power fantasy. You know, the sort of thoughts that you would be thinking if you were a bullied kid or something, you know? Anyways, if I have anything else to say, I will write it in the description down below. Thank you guys for sticking around, and I will see you guys in the next episode.